QueenCityPodcastNetwork.com.
Yo, it's Rashad, one half of the Panther Nation podcast, man. Welcome to P&P and Friends. We got all your favorite Panthers content creators in the building right now. We're networking, having fun, getting a drink, all for a good cause. 5% of all the proceeds going to Trailblazers Impact Foundation, man. Come check us out. Peace.
Been a little too nice for y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. Frozen. 8-6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ball and age. I'm flipping the balls and flipping the all.
From Unnecessary Blunt Sports Talk, I'm here at P&P and Friends Creator event here at Main Street. Dog, it's a blast. It was cool meeting everybody, man. Meeting all the creators, first of all, but also a lot of the viewers and subscribers.
Best fans in the NFL. If not the best, definitely the most toxic and the most
best
entertaining.
fans, no cap.
No cap.
Lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste.
The P and VIP stand for Pat, you know what I'm saying? Very important Pat.
Very What's going on, man? This is Dave, one half of P&P. We're here. Come on out. This is a really great event. Shout out to all the podcasts and all the YouTubers and the media folks that are here as well.
Appreciate you.
No doubt.
Yo, what's cracking? It's your boy Rashad. It's Dave in the building. Just a little quick sneak peek, a little peep into P&P and Friends, man. What a blast, man. We are back in our normal seats, back virtually. But, bro, it was so amazing to have that whole week of togetherness and the events that were put together, man. Shout out to my man Carlo. I see him in the chat right now. Shout out to Carlo who helped us put both of those events together, P&P and Friends and P&P Live. Crazy. Dave, how you feeling, bro?
I'm cooler now because it was hot in Spartanburg. But, yo, those events were phenomenal. I had a blast. I needed to get out of New England. Overall, man, P&P and Friends was a blast. The live show was amazing. Amazing.
Live show was lit, bro. Live show was
amazing. And shout out to Sean trying to get us drunk. We appreciate that, Sean.
Yeah, Sean, you was wilding, bro. Bringing us more beer. You was wilding. Yeah. Shout out to Sean.
But
bro.
it was a great week and a half for me, so to speak. 'Cause I was down there for a period. It was a good 2 events, phenomenal 2 events. Needed to get the heck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I listened to y'all. Y'all told me to not stand up, so I'm not gonna stand up. I'm sitting down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here. But nah, man, it was a phenomenal trip. Phenomenal events. Appreciate everybody that came out. Good meeting a lot of you guys and gals. Phenomenal show. Phenomenal event.
Yeah, man. So what else is going on? Everything good? Like this weekend was good. It's crazy. I was at practice today. Got a couple stories to tell y'all. But what anything else go down this weekend for you, Dave? Because you was at a jazz festival, right?
I was at the Newport Jazz Festival. Yeah, as soon as I got back from Spartanburg, I came home and I had to get ready for Newport Jazz Festival. And Sunday was they had Rakim and Kweli close one of the stages for Hip Hop 50 with the Soul Rebels, which was phenomenal, with a jazz brass band, which was dope. Herbie Hancock headlined one night, John Baptiste headlined one night. You know, so it was pretty good. Can't complain. Really good weekend. A lot of jazz, a lot of relaxing. Very chill group, chill crowd. You know, I ain't had to worry about no fighting, no folks throwing drinks at people, no river brawls. You know what I'm saying? Very peaceful in Newport, near the water. I know you've seen that video, right?
What video? Oh yeah, yeah. So
my
chair,
God.
I got a chair right next to you.
Let me tell you something. There's things in America that's been documented. Nothing's been more documented over the past 25 years than that brawl, bro. The angles that I've seen over the past day has been astonishing. I saw one video where just some random cat was just recording before the action took place.
Yo, Fade in the Water is hilarious, bro. I saw somebody else post that. Bro, that is, they said the Netflix series is gonna be called Fade in the Water. Yo, I was dying, bro. The memes and everything that has come from that, bro,
Let me tell you
Hilarious,
something,
man.
bruh.
Hilarious, bro. Hilarious.
But one thing I want you guys to remember, I know it's not Black History Month, but I just want to remind you guys that the folding chair was patented by a black man.
Yeah, crazy, bro. Crazy.
I just want y'all to know that.
Everything I saw was fun.
Every meme, every audio over, hilarious. I saw the Jim Ross joint with my man get smacking that girl with that chair, had me in tears. I was done.
Yo,
done.
the names from my boy
Aquaman.
Aquaman, bro, hilarious. They call him C Murder, bro. I was dying, bro. C Murder, SEA is fun. Yo, that is hilarious. That's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious. But anyway, man. Yeah, you see, swimming into a fight is crazy, bro. That's what kind of friends I need. That's what kind of friends I need, bro.
But you know the moment
Scuba Gooden Jr. hilarious, bro.
Do you know the moment when I knew it was about to be on? When my man threw that hat up, I said, "Oh, it's about to get real fast."
Yo, hilarious, man.
Oh,
hilarious. All right, but yeah, we don't want to promote that kind of stuff. That was a lot of negativity surrounding that. So we want to be positive.
It depends how you look at it. There was a positivity to it too.
There's a positive aspect to it depending on how you look at it. It's all, but again, we want to remain on the prowl, Dave. Again, we want to pursue your dreams, radiate positivity. Overcoming an obstacle. Some could say that
listen,
overcoming an obstacle there.
That man, listen. You want to talk about overcoming obstacles?
and I must say, my man that was using the chair was working smart. Okay, he was working smart. All right, so that's a thing, and obviously, love what y'all do, man. Again, on the proud, just want to make sure we promote that because that's our thing. But yeah, good times with the fade in the water, hilarious, bro. That joint's hilarious. But they say you pulled the beer out of thin air.
I do that sometimes. It's just a habit.
He does. He had that joint poured and ready. All right, Dave, let's go ahead and get into some of this content. The people are waiting. We got 250, almost 200 on click. Let's get this thing up to about 400 people watching. So if you don't know, if your friends haven't heard of PNP, a lot of people still haven't heard of PNP. I'm not sure how.
I learned that.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that haven't heard of us, Dave.
I learned that when I was walking around asking, "Have you ever heard of PNP?" When I was in these training camp streets.
Yeah,
it was like I'm not shocked. But
yeah, I mean, it's we're a large podcast, but we're not not known everywhere. So with that said, make sure you share this with a friend. Tell a friend at PNP where it's at, and tell them to subscribe. We're under I think we got 70 more people to go to get to 21K. So do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that stuff, and let's get it cracking. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this stuff, man. Let's get into the news, the notes, the nuggets, and all this. A lot to talk about today as we prepare to bring the Jets to Spartanburg. Well, they're already here. I heard they're already at the Marriott in Spartanburg. But as we prepare for that, some things we got to talk about before we get into that. Dave, our kicker, Eddie Pinheiro, is a little injured. He got a little bit of a groin issue. So we went out and signed Matthew Wright. Dave, we signed Matthew Wright as a kicker. Had spent some time with Jacksonville, the Steelers. Been around the block for a little bit. Dave, what you think about this? Are we a little nervous since we had Zane Gonzalez let him go? Are we now kicking ourselves in the what now that Pinheiro is hurt?
Unless they don't like Zane Gonzalez, I think they probably should have waited a little bit. But it's okay. I mean, it is what it is at this point. But it'll be interesting to see how long Pinheiro's going to be out. I think for our sake, they're going to get asked the questions about letting Zane go. If this goes too far, if this injury stays too long. But I'm not panicked yet. I got other things that I'm more panicked about right now.
Yeah, so it appears that Pinheiro may not be ready to kick through the preseason. That's why they went out and got this kicker. I'm not sure. He did. I saw Pinheiro after practice. He was signing autographs. Typically, when guys are hurt like that, they go on the cart and they go straight to the locker room. He was walking around, seemed okay. So I don't think it's a serious thing, but it is something to monitor.
That's fascinating because the 5 days that I was out there, he didn't sign anything.
No, he signed a lot today. He signed a lot today, and he literally walked right by us, and he signed a lot, and he didn't seem the least bit injured. Obviously, we can't tell, but he didn't seem that way. So it is what it is there, and maybe it's not that serious. Maybe they just want to get this guy so that he can work that growing out throughout the throughout the rest of the preseason. But what I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I hope he's not hurt. Because we need a kicker, and Panero was towards the back end of the season last year he was money. You know what I mean? So listen, we don't like to talk about kickers. We don't want to speak our kicker's name, but y'all, we literally saw what it was like to have a kicker that's not very good in that Falcons game. We saw two sides of Panero. We saw good Panero, we saw bad Panero, and kickers don't matter until they do.
But in his defense, after that game, he didn't have any issues for the rest of the season.
True, it's true.
I mean,
It's
there's
true.
one folks where, because some kickers that'll stay in your head for the whole year after you have a bad day, like a bad kick when you miss a kick like that, and there's others where you can recover, and he did. So I don't want to kill him off for that. I just hope I hope it's not serious, and he's ready for the season.
Yeah, my man. But some people in the chat are saying this is giving them flashbacks of Butker versus Gano. Dave, you feeling that way?
No,
No, Zane Gonzalez versus Panero. Like Zane goes out there and
No.
balls out elsewhere. You know what I mean?
no, bruh. I was not like the whole Butker situation made me furious for a multitude of reasons, because I felt like when you made a decision to draft him, you have to keep him. And I thought that was the moment when I knew that the whole Hurney 2.0 thing was a sham. When they flustered that whole situation with the kicker, that's when the whole Hurney 2.0 thing that ended for me. That was it. That's all it took for me to know. Yeah, good. All set. Moving on, because it made no sense. You drafted him knowing what it was gonna be. Then you couldn't make a decision. Then you try to trade him, which you're a sucker. Nobody trades with you. Then you end up letting him go, and then the Chiefs ends up getting an All-Pro kicker. Go figure.
Yeah.
But I digress.
Yeah, man. I don't know, but I hope Panero is okay. Again, he's good when he's good. These kickers, man, they're head cases. Once it's over, it's over. Like, so we hope that it's still good with Panero. But that's all I got. One quick note, Dave. The kid that we let go to make room for the kicker, BJ Wilson. You remember when we signed BJ Wilson, 3-year deal, offensive tackle, large human being, one that a lot of people thought should have been drafted. I thought BJ Wilson would be around for a little bit, but apparently not, and he's up out of here, Dave. So that ship has sailed. Shout out to BJ Wilson. He was like a Division II prospect. Really, really good, but it is what it is. He was really good in college, but it didn't. It's over here. So we'll see if he gets picked back up or whatever the case may be. Because he was on a 3-year. He had a 3-year deal. They gave him a 3-year deal. So Z Spoon says, shout out to him for the super chat. Says anyone but Joey Sly. Yeah, Sly again. You're good when you're good, bad when you're bad, bro. Yeah, and Sly is below mid. So. But he was good for us until he wasn't. And then it just went downhill from there. But all right, let's move on. Any final thoughts on Matthew Wright,
No,
De Niro, and BJ Wilson?
Nope, not at all. But the one thing about the BJ Wilson wave is it's fascinating, because I'm looking at when we start looking at the depth chart, it's gonna get tight at some of these positions, bruh.
Yeah, hold that thought for the depth chart. We'll get to that a little bit later. But yeah, you're right. It's crazy. We are gonna talk about the depth chart that was just released not too long ago. It is on our list, so we'll get there. All right, Damiere Byrd, Dave. Damiere Byrd, this kind of plays into that depth chart as well. But Damiere Byrd has appeared to suffer a significant hamstring issue, and so typically we said this a million times. We always harken back to David Geddes when Dave and I saw him run up that hill at training camp. Again, really good talent, but he could never get over the hamstring issue, bro. And he was always constantly on the bike. Hamstring is literally the worst type of injury for any type of speed guy. Damiere Byrd is a speed guy, and he has a hamstring injury, and it's a bad one too. They're saying 6 to 8 weeks. Reich said. Dave, what do you think about this?
Well, it's a safe bet that he ain't gonna be available for week 1. So the options are they could potentially put him on IR maybe, but then that means he's got to clear waivers if they put him on IR right now, unless he makes the 53 and then put him on IR to get the slot back. Opens up opportunity for that wide receiver 6 spot, but it also opens up opportunity for the kick return, punt return spot as well. Because he was in the league.
Well, no, he was not for punt return, kick return.
No, but he was in the league for wide receiver 6.
He was, yes, I agree there. I think he had a strong hold on that wide receiver 6 position. And even Frank Reich said it in his press conference. He was like, yeah, he was having a strong camp. He was looking good, and then boom, injured. So I don't know how it's going to play into his roster spot. Like Dave said, I doubt they hold on to him for the 53 and then IR him. I highly doubt I don't think he's that type of player for them to save a roster spot for. But I don't know, man. It sucks because he was having a good camp, and I think he was going to push one gentleman off the roster. We'll talk about that later, but I think he was going to push him off the roster, and now he's hurt, which is unfortunate for Damiere Byrd. Y'all know we love Damiere Byrd on this show. We don't tolerate any Damiere Byrd disrespect on this podcast for reasons. If you've been watching the show long enough, you already know. But shout out to Damiere Byrd, and we hope you have a speedy recovery. But yeah, man. Any more thoughts on Damiere Byrd, Dave?
Nah, man. Just like you said, man. I hope he has a speedy recovery. It'll be interesting to see whether or not who's going to end up at the end of that line of the wide receiver 6 now. I think I know there's some folks who, like I said, we'll get into the depth chart later, but I don't think it's as clear cut as what people are thinking.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's move on. All right. So shout out to Justin Houston who came through today. We saw him. Shout out to Scott Fitter for dropping. He's telling the fans. We told y'all Scott Fitter is the type of guy. He tells everything, bro. He cannot tell a lie. Okay, so we found out today at practice that Justin Houston was on his way. He was gonna show up at practice today, and he was gonna sign his contract and be revealed. And what do you know? Towards about halfway through practice, Justin Houston pops out. This is my picture that I took. He came through, signed autographs after his press conference. Really, really good dude, man. So, Dave, we did not get your opinion on this, but I want to read through this information and then get your opinion. So, again, we officially signed Justin Houston. Corresponding move was letting go of Jalen Redmond, who was on the PUP to start training camp. Now, again, we all know he's going to play 3-4 outside linebacker. Now, I was a little surprised about this. I know some people had put it in the comments of the video I did, but I didn't know it was true. I didn't realize he got a $7 million deal, bro, for 1 year worth $6 million guaranteed.
When I got back from the Jazz Festival, the numbers came out, and I was watching the video while you were doing it after the fact, and I said, "Oh, that's about double."
Yeah, he got paid. No. Don't hold up.
You said it was
before the numbers. Hold on, before the numbers came out, I guessed that it would be 6 to 8 million. Oh. Hey, thumbs up in the chat if you heard me say that. Thumbs up in the chat if you heard me say 6 to 8 million, because I said it.
The show, it
and then,
like
hold on. And then I looked it up. I looked up the spot track numbers and saw that he got $3.5 million from the Ravens. So I said, "Oh, okay, maybe it won't be that much." But my initial guess was right. 6 to 8 million is what I said. So
okay, fair enough.
So I want people to understand this though. This is the difference, right? Look at just look at this. Look at what he took to play for the Ravens, right? $3.4 million. Now look at what the Panthers have to do to get the player of a Justin Houston's caliber.
Double.
It happens. It happens. So I want y'all to, and he's a year older. Plus we had to pay him double, which is probably why. Well, I can't say that because Yannick went to the Bears, and they're in a similar situation than we are. So I can't say that we. I think we just weren't going to pay anybody 10 plus million. So
Yeah.
So it is what it is there. But I thought this was listen. I can't say it's an overpay. I can't say that, but it's more than what I thought we were going to have to pay him. All right. So then last comment, Dave, before I turn it over to you and your thoughts. They asked him why Carolina, and he just replied, "Hey, bro, Frank Reich." As soon as Frank Reich picked up the phone, he told his wife, "I'm going to Carolina." Yo, you have to so people think about it's always the money. It's not always the money. I'm sure that was part of it because again, we paid him double than what he got paid for the Ravens. But there are reasons why players will come to play for you. Frank Reich has gotten plenty of talent to come here because he's Frank Reich. We haven't seen that around these parts because we had college dudes picking up college players.
And now we got pro dudes picking up pro players.
Exactly. Future Hall of Famer? Justin Houston? Maybe, Dave? No?
Possibly. The sack total warrants it.
In the discussion.
There ain't too many players on earth that get 22 sacks in the season.
22 in 1 year. That's crazy, bro. But Dave, anyway, my bad. I don't want to take your shine because I did go live before you had a chance to go. So
yeah,
Dave,
I thought about going live, but I said I'll wait till Tuesday.
I want you to give your thoughts, Dave. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
YGM. I know you watch the show, bruh. I know you watch the show. It's fine. I know players watch the show. It's okay. I know a lot of players watch the show, and it's cool. Now, we appreciate you guys watching the show. I understand you said that the fans don't think you have it, but it's obvious that the coaching staff doesn't either because they wouldn't sign him if they did. The timing of this is incredible, by the way. I just want you to know that. But as for the signing, I like the signing a lot. He fits the 3-4 scheme probably better than any other outside linebacker we could have gotten. Any other guy that we couldn't have gotten. This fixes the pass rush issue. I understand that he was rotational in Baltimore, and I'm fine with that. But I think he's gonna start. It's more of it's gonna be fascinating because maybe you could make like even if he ends up being in a rotational type of piece or he ends up starting when Haynes comes back. That ain't a bad combination of rotating people to have him and Haynes. I mean, I don't think they're going to argue too much about starting. The dude almost got 10 sacks and he was a rotational piece last year. Like, I ain't mad at this. But at the same time, it does give YGM an opportunity to get more mentoring. I know folks was kind of critical about his mentoring. I am going to give YGM some grace. There's people that's had careers for 15 years that have mentors. So I ain't going to be mad at that man having mentors going into his 4th season. I just think people are disappointed that he hasn't got where he needs to be yet. But, bruh, like, they signed the man because they didn't think you were ready. If they thought you were ready, they wouldn't have to sign him. That's the reality of the fact. So we can have the arguments about everything, but yo, when I saw when shout out to Sheena, when Sheena posted that tweet, them comments, I said, wow, he really is paying attention to what everybody's saying about him. But musicians are sensitive about their shit, so I guess players are too. But we know that already. But I'm happy that we picked up Justin Houston. I know some folks wanted Clowney. I just wanted help. So we got help. So I'm not mad at the signing at all. Like I think people we tend to get into a habit of just arguing, well, I want Clowney, I want this, I want that. No, I want help. This guy could start right away. Immediately. Opposite Burns. And help. Mission accomplished. That's where I'm at.
All right, so let me hit these super chats real quick. Noli says Houston is already started on the depth chart. And then my man Z Spoon 30 says this sets the bar even higher for Burns. I mean, yeah, bro. I think they're gonna help each other. I think it helps. This signing helps Burns because guess what? You can't double team everybody. Pick your poison. I said that 1,000 times already. And listen to YGM. YGM did have himself a good day at practice today. He had another sack. And so yeah, man, I think listen, YGM, I think he has to take this and either you're going to use it for motivation or you're just going to fold. And he's so far he's taking it pretty well. Either he had a good day today. I think that signing might have boosted him up a little bit. Saying, hey, I got a little fire under him. And I've seen a lot of people talk about the different packages that we can roll out. Pause. This you put him on third down to make a NASCAR package. He'll be a good pass rusher there as a 3-tech. I've seen all that, and I agree. But I just like Dave said, them going out there and getting to Justin Houston after they announced that they're going to move you to outside linebacker to kind of propel you, and they go out and get a veteran anyway. I mean that tells me all I need to know. I mean,
they said that they needed somebody to step up, and nobody.
Yeah.
That is all you needed to hear.
Yeah, when Evero said that, I was like, man, I was flabbergasted, befuddled even.
I wasn't, because I know Brian Burns can't do it by himself. He can't play both ends at once. He can't play both sides of the linebacker spot at once. You need somebody on the other side. And the thing is, man, I stand by. I felt like Haynes could potentially do it, but the moment that the Haynes injury happened, and then you look at the fact that nobody else truly stepped up, that made it a wrap for him. That was it. Like, when the fact that Haynes went down and nobody came in and stepped up to the plate. Well, that was YGM's opportunity right there. That was it. That was like, yo, this is your moment. Like, we're talking, yo, that was it. Dreams and nightmares had been running through his head, and nothing was running through his head.
And you had plenty of time, like OTAs, you had training camp. And listen, truth be told, they probably had this Justin Houston signing in the bag for a long time. And Justin Houston probably said, you know what, I'm fielding offers right now. This is how I imagine the scenario. We didn't pay Justin Houston $7 million for our health. I'm pretty sure it was a little bit of a battle to get him. Like, it was the highest bidder, right? And I feel like Justin Houston said, you know what? I'm not coming to camp, bro. I don't want to go to camp. It's too hot out there. I'm a veteran. I'm 34 years old. I'm a pass rush specialist. So how difficult can the scheme be, right? So Justin Houston said, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until about the end of camp, and then I'm gonna sign. We're 2 days out from the end of training camp. Justin Houston picked the perfect time to sign. So maybe this was the plan all along, and if it was, then I think it was executed perfectly. Because you did give other folks the opportunity, and maybe you didn't have to sign Justin Houston, and maybe you just waited for it to play out. But for it to play out and us to still land Justin Houston, maybe slight overpay, but it is what it is. That's the name of the game when there's some competition. I love the signing. I think he is going to be a problem in this defense as long as he stays healthy. Let me get to some of these super chats real quick. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, we're talking about a non-sack guy, though. We're talking about a non-sack guy that played less than half of the snaps.
Facts. 41% of snaps last year. 41%.
Yeah, but the fact that you paid him that much money tells me that you paid him double what the Ravens paid him. Tells me that he's going to be more than just a rotational piece. He was a rotational piece for Baltimore.
No, I disagree. I think he's still going to be rotational, but even Frank Wright said as such today. He's going to be a rotational piece. I think he's going to play maybe 50 to 60. I think he's going to get a bump in his snap count for sure. Yes. But I don't think he will be a full-time 1,000 snap guy on the season. Frank said that. He came out and said that today. He's not going to be a 1,000 snap guy. I like to see him. I think he played like 400 or 500 snaps last year in Baltimore, and plus he missed a couple games. I like to see him in the 600, maybe 600, close to 700 range, maybe 600, 700 might be a lot. 600 snaps per game for the year would be great. I don't know how many that averages out to per game, but I would like to see about 600 snaps. But yeah, man, let me get to these super chats real quick. Helen Keller's dog said, "What's good, y'all? Loving the Houston signing. Me too. Hope." A-Cash says, "Burns 15 plus sacks, all pro season loading. Thanks to Houston. Thanks to the Houston signing." Yeah, I think it's. Listen, I thought Brian Burns was going to get 15 sacks prior to the Houston signing. So this can't do nothing but help. Maybe I bumped that to 18 sacks now. I don't know. I think he's gonna have a monster season.
Bro, we need to pay him now. Then.
Well, we'll hold that thought because we're gonna talk about that in a second. T. Well says we threw YGM off the team like them folks from Montgomery.
I saw that dying, man.
Come on, man. Come on. We can't do YGM like that, bro. Y'all can't do YGM like that.
Yeah, we can. Why can't we? Why can't we? Why can't we? Yeah, we can. Why can't
Hilarious.
we? Why can't
Hilarious, man. 44%. My apologies. I said 41. It's 44%.
It's 44.
44% of snaps. My bad.
That's why I said below 50%. Because I know anything y'all say below 50% is actually below 50%.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So with that said, man, that's the Justin Houston signing. He did sign for the people today. Shout out to Justin Houston. Any final thoughts before we move on?
Love the signing. I'm glad we have help.
Help is on the way, Dave.
Where's
help
the
is on the
pass
way.
rush? The pass
We
rush
found
is
it.
now here.
We found the pass rush. And he got his number. He got number 50, which was dope. I saw that on the depth chart. I think my man, I forgot who had it before, but he gave that up, went to 57, and now Justin Houston has number 50. All right, let's move on. Here we go. It came out, I think, yesterday or the day before that we are far apart on a contract for Brian Burns. We just talked about this, Dave. Nice little segue about, hey, I just said Brian Burns, 15 to 18 sacks loading. Okay. Now, I just saw somebody else in the chat say, hey, we got to sign him before Bosa signs. That ain't how negotiation works, sir. I don't see it happening.
That ain't happening.
I don't see it happening, bro. Brian Burns is letting the market reset, and then he will sign. But it appears on the word on the street is that they are far apart on a contract. Dave, what do you think about that?
Even though if they're far apart, do you still feel confident? I'm gonna ask you a question to answer what you're asking. Even though the reports are that they're far apart, do you still think that he's gonna sign with us?
Yes.
Okay. Because if you would have told me no, you know what I was gonna say, right?
What?
I was gonna say that you got to trade him.
No, he's not going nowhere, bro.
All right then. So why are we talking about this?
I'm reporting the news. We have a podcast to run, Dave. I didn't report the news. The news is that according to the streets, we are far apart on a number, and I just think that the people want to know our opinion on it. That's why I put it there.
So my opinion is
Dave?
this: nothing's going to happen until Bosa gets paid.
I agree.
I mean, like that. I know that's so vanilla. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but nothing's going to happen until Bosa gets his bag. And right now, currently, Bosa is holding out. Let's be happy that Brian Burns is not doing that. He's not holding out. They're just far apart on a contract. But until Bosa gets his bag, then we can have the discussion about what's going to happen to Brian Burns. Then we can have the debate on how much he's going to get paid. But until Bosa gets his bag, we're just talking just to talk. But I do you think he should make close to what Bosa's going to get? That's a better question.
No, I just think that you need to wait till the market set. It's not about getting close to what Bosa gets. I think you just need to
wait. Then why would he wait?
No, because you need to see what the market is before you. It's just like it. All right, so say this, Dave. I'm an expert engineer, right? And I'm about to get paid. I go to Dave and I say I want $100,000 per year. Okay, so based off of that $100,000 per year, that sets the pay scale for your junior, your intermediate, whatever. So with that said, let's take that and apply it to the Bosa situation. The level, the top has to be set based off of that. Then I can negotiate my number based on the top. The top has not been set yet. So why would there's nothing I'm negotiating from numbers that are behind me. That's not how it works. You got to wait for the market to get set and then you can negotiate.
Yeah, so hopefully Bosa isn't waiting for Burns to get his contract. Otherwise, San Francisco's not going to get Bosa for a while. That's a good question, Grandizer. Who is the top paid pass rusher right now? And Cash, I just said the same thing, bro. Appreciate the super chat and pull this up for him real quick. Maybe Bosa's waiting for the Burns deal so he can say Burns got this much, so I should get more. But I don't think that's not how it's gonna work because it looks like Burns is waiting on Bosa, so Bosa's gonna have to make a decision.
This is the cat and the mouse, right? I agree. I think both of but San Francisco might be waiting on the Panthers, and the Panthers are waiting on San Francisco, or Burns is waiting on Bosa. So this is why it's taking so long. This is how it works. But I can look up. Let me find the. Let me see if I can.
Noli's saying TJ Watt, $28 million a year, which is
that's probably right. And Bosa probably wants what, 30?
He's gonna probably ask for 30.
And then from there, Brian Burns probably wants like 25. Which is why 25? You went right. I guarantee you the Panthers are probably offering about 18, 19. That's why they're far apart. That's why you let the market reset, bro. It just makes sense. 30. Let me see if I can find. I'm still looking for it real quick.
Fitz has shown his hand. They're gonna hit him with a franchise tag and wait till the next draft. And Trey Dante was the highest paid person before Bryce.
All right, so here we go. Here are the top. Here are the top 5. We'll go top 5. All right. So number 1 on average per year is TJ Watt's number 1, Joey Bosa number 2, Khalil Mack is number 3, Bradley Chubb, and then Harold Landry. Right. So I can guarantee you, not guarantee because I don't know for sure, but me guessing, just educated guess, is that they probably have him around a Harold Landry contract. They offered him. They probably offered him 18, 19. And he like, nah, bro, that ain't it. That ain't it. And see, right now, TJ Watt probably wants like 30. Or not TJ, excuse me, Bosa wants 30. TJ Watt getting paid 28 per. Bosa probably wants 30. And then from that number, the market gets reset. Then Burns is probably going to want between Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa, which is Khalil Mack making 23. Bosa wants 27. He's probably going to want that 25 range. That's why you wait. That's why you wait. The fifth year is $16 million. That's how much he's getting paid right now. $16 million per for 1 year. But there's no guarantees on that joint. That's what makes it tough. So he can easily not show up and do what he can hold out like Bosa's doing. Bosa's saying, "Yo, I'm not coming to camp until I get a deal." Now Burns says, and I could read you the quote. I could read you the quote from Scott Fowler. Jeremy Fowler is the one from ESPN that wrote the article. He says, this is a quote from Brian Burns. He says, quote, "Burns told me he's not concerned with the contract, but would love to stay in Carolina long term. He reported to camp because he wants to show leadership. Sides are not close on a new deal. With Nick Bosa expected to put a massive number on an extension with San Francisco, that could have a trickle-down effect on Burns, the proverbial next man up. Burns does not seem hesitant to play out the last year's rookie deal at $16 million guaranteed. He's eyeing a massive season regardless. Far from my, he says, I'm quote unquote, I'm far from my ceiling. Burns said he thinks he thinks a more improved Carolina team will result in more opportunities for pass rushers and others. We've been pretty bad for the last couple of years. He said, I've been through the downs a lot. It's time to start winning. It's at that point. So Burns is betting on himself because guess what, bro? Look, and what I think it circles back to what we said earlier, bro. If Burns goes out there and balls out and has a 15 to 18 sack season, you don't think that's going to drive the number up even further?
Oh yeah, that's the point, right? Like he's waiting on Bosa. Then on top of that, if he balls out of his mind this season, he's going to get more. So that's why I asked the question, like, if he's waiting on Bosa, does he want to make more than Bosa, as much as Bosa, a little less than Bosa? Like, we need to ask the question, where does Burns see himself in the pantheon of pass rushers? And I don't think anybody's had that discussion yet. He might think he should be the highest paid, but we don't know.
I don't think he thinks that.
I don't think he does either. But but we don't know.
He just wait for the market to reset. It's smart. It's a smart move, bro.
No, absolutely.
I think he wants to put himself within the top 3 highest paid. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion.
So you know what that tells me? That tells me he thinks he's the top 3 pass rusher in the league.
And I guarantee you he'll go out there and prove that this year, though.
I'm not questioning, and I'm not saying he's not going to, but then you ask the fan base the question. The chat, there's 444 people watching. And by the way, y'all need to hit that like button if you haven't done so already.
And subscribe.
We almost at 21K. So let's make this happen. Do you guys think Brian Burns is a top 3 pass rusher in the NFL?
It's a good question. Good question for.
I'm trying to keep it a buck with you because I agree with you, Rashad. I think he's going to get top 3 money. But do you guys think he's top 3? He's a top 3 pass rusher right now? Because Bosa could end his holdout as soon as they're ready to give him the bag he wants. He can in the holdout next week. Bosa has no timetable. He's enjoying this right now. He ain't got to do camp, so he's enjoying the holdout. They'll end it before season starts, so it's gonna happen. We ain't got to worry about there. But all right, I'm just curious. I got a lot of no's. Folks are saying top 10, 6 to 8, top 5, could be in the future.
Okay, so let's play this game. I like this. Let's play a game. So do you think, yes or no, he's better than Hassan Reddick? Yes or no? Do you think Brian Burns is better than Hassan Reddick?
Oh, you don't want me to answer that question?
No, I do.
Right now, I think Reddick's better. But Reddick is older too. So you got to take that into account.
Not by that much.
I think Reddick's better right now. He's proven it. Some folks are saying same level.
Do you think he's as good or better than Myles Garrett?
Nah, I think I'll take Myles Garrett. It's close, though. That was close.
Do you think he is as good or better than Matthew Judon?
I got to be careful whenever we compare him to Patriots players because I understand the scheme, man. The scheme matters with the Patriots. Historically, it's been proven. So I think he's better than Judon. Do
you think he is better than Micah Parsons?
Why are you doing this to me?
I'm asking the questions.
No, he ain't better than Parsons.
So a lot of the guys I just named,
I don't think Parsons is the pick box. I think I wanted Parsons. So let me be clear.
I'm just saying. I mean, that's regardless of the point. Some of the people I named have more sacks than Micah Parsons.
You mean Brian Burns?
What do we? No. I said what I said. Some of the guys I just named prior to Micah Parsons that you said Burns may be better than have more sacks than Micah Parsons.
It's not. But it's not just about sacks either, and you know that.
It's not. I know. I do. I'm just pointing out the
sacks.
No,
it's not just about sacks either.
I agree. I agree.
Because the thing is, people are critical about the fact that Burns missed on sacks in the past, but I think it's important that the pressures that he got matters too. So, but I think Parsons does more than Burns as a player, in my opinion. But it's not just about sacks. I think we always get roughed up in the numbers, like when people were calling Derek Brown a bust, and I was like, guys, I don't know what you got. Like, I think Derek Brown is. We're gonna have to pay this man soon, and we're gonna have to pay him soon if he has another great year. So my point remains is this: like, even with Micah Parsons, for example, Micah Parsons, when he comes to get paid, will reset the market. It's all about. It doesn't matter about where you rank a player when he's time to get paid, because when it's time to get paid,
the market's going to quickly reset. As it's being said in the chat, Parsons, it's third year for him. Michael Parsons will end up probably being the highest paid edge in the league when it's his time. He'll probably surpass Bosa. He's going to reset the market. So I say all that to say it's time for Burns to get paid. Pay the man. You don't have to pay a quarterback. Go ahead and pay this man so that way, a couple years from now, the cap hits will get lower, and it is what it is. I think he's gonna. Go ahead.
I'll argue that the teams that those two individuals play on, both in San Francisco and Parsons in Dallas, is going to be a factor about the market too.
That's
because
true.
Of the market team, because of the market teams that they play for. Nobody wants to hear this, but it's the reality of the fact. Because of the market that they play for, because of the franchise that they play for, that's going to be a factor too, because it's going to get televised. It's going to get covered. You're talking about a guy from Dallas and a guy from San Francisco. Those two things are going to get covered because of the stories of those franchises. I know y'all don't want to hear it, but that's the reality of it. Those things are going to get covered heavily. But that's going to be a factor too. So I think that market reset is going to be crucial. It's going to be big. But no, I get it. I want to sign Burns too, bro. I do. But I just, all right, I know folks are going to think we're going to pay him too much when it's all said and done. But I don't think I care, because I think we should have learned from what happened with Reddick. That we got to pay these rushers, man. It's important.
So Z Spoon says Fit has shown his hand. They are going to sign him with a franchise tag and wait until the next draft and trade. Dante was the highest.
I said this one already. I did that one already.
Okay, gotcha. My bad. All right, so shout out to my man Wade. Wade said, shout out to Wade. He was beside me today getting autographs. He says, thanks again for helping me make my training camp autograph experience great. We didn't get Burns, but we got Justin Houston's. Just subscribe to PNP. Yeah, man, appreciate you. Appreciate you, Wade. Shout out to Wade, man. He was up there getting the autographs. We racked up today. Before practice, after practice, a lot of good autographs we're giving out today, man. Shout out to Cage. Luke Mister says, kickers getting hurt is the goofiest thing in sports. The NFL should get rid of them. Just do 2-point conversions. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. I ain't mad at that either. If he gets $25 a year, how does that affect Derrick Brown's contract? It's two different roles. Derrick Brown probably won't make more than probably about 15, 16, something like that. That's just me off the top of my head. But listen, you guys are right, bro. But guess what? We have Bryce Young on a rookie contract. Now is the time to make these signings. Damn. When you're not paying the quarterback, which is the highest paid position in the league, it's time to make these kind of moves and retain your talent. If you deem these dudes as cornerstones to your franchise, you got to keep them around. Pay them, because the cap is going to continue to go up, and then this deal that you just signed them to is going to look like pennies 3 years from now, because that's how it works. Lock them in, whatever it takes, for Burns specifically. Keep him around, bro. And he's going to do nothing but get better. And with all the help that he has now and the scheme change, bro, he's finally playing in position to be successful, coming off that edge, using his speed, his bend, all that. It's going to be a problem. Brian Burns loading, monster season. Everybody in the web. It's going to be nasty. 15 to 18 sacks loading, bro. Anyway, all right. Well, Louisville, I think Louisville will be taken care of. Chin, I don't think Chin is going to get a huge payday, but I do think it's gonna be a decent one. But Louisville deserves a bag too. Pay them all. Pay them all. I don't care what it is. Pay them all, bro. Pay them all. All right, let's move on. My bad. Let's move on. All right, real quick, patreon.com/Panthers Sign up with your boys. Shout out to all the MVP members, man. We greatly appreciate y'all. Got an MVP giveaway coming up too. I think I got 3 more tickets left to give away. So stay tuned for that. We'll probably do one. I might do one because I plan on live streaming the Jets game this weekend. So I'll probably do one during that. I'll probably do a MVP giveaway at halftime of that game. So that's probably going to be the next.
What time is the Jets game on Saturday?
That's a great question.
Well, I'm going to be in Vermont, so that's what I was asking.
Where would you go to Vermont, Dave?
4 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Yeah, nah.
4 o'clock. I said 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Yeah, I might still. I'll be on my way back. I'm hoping I'm on my way back to Rhode Island at that point, but we'll see.
Shout out to Uncle Quan. He says, what side of the field was a scrimmage on today? It was on the near field. So you know what that means. They're probably going to be on the far field tomorrow for the 11 on 11s and all that stuff.
Especially if they see you out there tomorrow.
Oh man, nah, it may be. That's funny. And shout out to Slick Daddy, man. I saw Slick Daddy today, Dave.
Shout out. Yeah, I saw the picture, man. That's what's up.
Yeah,
I was worried
Slick,
I didn't see him all that entire time. I was kind of bummed to not see Slick Daddy out there, man.
Yeah, shout out to Slick, man. He out there. He said he couldn't go on the opposite side of the field where he was, but he was doing security. You know, Slick was doing security out there, Dave. He has Panther shirt on. Man, shout out to Slick, man. Shout out to Slick, bro. Shout out to Slick, man. But yeah, man. So they're gonna be on the opposite field tomorrow. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. But shout out to the MVPs in this joint. Man, we appreciate y'all support. Shout out to the franchise folks as well, man. We greatly appreciate y'all. And shout out to all the MVPs in the house. And shout out to all of the Patreon members that came to PNP Live, man. It was a lot of y'all in there. I think it's probably about what?
Half
8, 9. But yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of people. A lot of people were Patreon members, man. So we appreciate. Not only did you support us, like our show on the regular, but you supported us and came out to the event, which was super fire, man. We appreciate that, and we feel the love, man. We appreciate that, and a couple of y'all walked away with some items. So man, shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. All right, Dave, real quick, Underdog Fantasy, bro.
I'm just gonna be fast with this. They got the weekly winners for best ball, so you can win money every week in the NFL. Check out those drafts. The $15 entry fee. You get paid every week. They still have bet slots for Best Ball Mania. That's a $25 entry fee. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com. When you sign up, use the code PNP. There's a $100 match. They also have Major League Baseball, PGA Tour. They were doing soccer as well. While when the women's soccer team was in the tournament, and I know they just got eliminated recently, they're already prepping for best ball for the NBA and the NHL. So just check out Underdog Fantasy. There's a lot of opportunity for that. There's higher and lower for players as well. And they're doing season-long players for the NFL already as well. So you can check out Bryce Young and other players. They're adding players daily and weekly. So just check them out. UnderdogFantasy.com. Use the promo code PNP.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Underdog Fantasy. Real quick, this is a great question. Shout out to my man Carlo. The next PNP Live location. We put a poll out there, and we could do another one right here, right now, if y'all want to. But the next PNP Live location, according to the votes, Dave, they showed up. They showed up, Dave. It's looking like it's gonna be Raleigh. The people have spoken. They want us to come to Raleigh, Dave. What you think about that?
I'm fine with Raleigh. I'm actually gonna be in the area in October. We could talk about that.
But this could happen sooner rather than later.
It's gonna have to be a Friday, and I'm gonna literally be doing it right off the plane. But that'll be hilarious.
We'll
I got
see.
plans that Saturday.
We'll see if we can set one up, man. Shout, hey, if we do one, hey, listen, I gotta be honest. Let me say this with PNP Live. I gotta be honest with this. A lot of people RSVP for a free ticket, right, and didn't show up, which prevented a lot of other people from getting tickets. So if you actually RSVP, bro, show up, man, because you prevent somebody else from showing up.
Rashad doesn't know this. I want to charge because I want to make sure I'm gonna keep y'all honest a little bit.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't want to charge y'all a lot, but I want to make sure you have a vested interest to make an appearance. Because we sold out both sides, and some of you guys didn't show up, and there were some folks that were bummed that they couldn't come. We had somebody that came from Tampa.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I want to make sure the folks that want to be there are going to come. So I'm not going to charge. I don't want to charge y'all a grip, but I think some of you guys just RSVP because it was free, and I wanted folks there. Now, granted, the folks who were there, it was a phenomenal atmosphere, especially for the live show.
Yeah, shout out to the
phenomenal
crowd.
atmosphere.
It was fun.
Let me be clear. Phenomenal atmosphere.
So yeah, and Greensboro, don't fret. We definitely.
Oh, it's coming,
bro.
We might have to do a back-to-back, and if we can make October work, there might be a back-to-back situation going on in the borough.
we coming to Greensboro for sure. You know, that's like the second home. Shout out to the Aggies, Aggie Pride. Saw Mac McCain today, man. 2 Aggies on the squad. So yeah, Greensboro is definitely happening, yo. Definitely happening. All right, yeah, definitely not charging $50. That's a lot. We're not doing that. It'd be like 5.
I'm not. I don't want to charge. I don't like. Look, man. My favorite band are the Roots, and they asked them why do they charge such a cheap amount for their tickets, and the first answer they always say is we want to have enough for the fans so they can come see us. We never want to outcharge our fans.
Yeah,
because they have college. We're not going to do that to y'all. But I'm not gonna. It's not going to be free, only because I don't want to. I want to make sure you guys have a vested interest to show up. That's all.
Yeah, facts. All right, let's get into this unofficial depth chart, Dave. Let's talk about it. We got to talk about it. When you saw this, Dave, what was your? This is just the offense, just the offense. When you saw this, what popped out to you, Dave?
That I was right that Mingo was ahead of Marshall.
Hey,
that's the first thing I thought.
Hey, Dave caused some smoke for that at PNP Live too. PNP Live, Dave caused some smoke for putting it.
I did, and shout out to Fast Tie. And the thing is, I understood where Fast Tie was coming from her perspective about how they're going to handle the wide receiver position. But I just didn't feel like what I saw up to the point, the 5 days that I was there at that point, I did not see enough to warrant putting Terrace Marshall no higher than 5. And right now, and now I know that the depth chart is, some people have said in reports saying that the coaches don't do it, and that's fine, whatever. Yeah. But based on this, the guy ain't starting right now. And it is unofficial. I get it.
Yeah, and so it is unofficial. And let me get some backstory on the depth charts and how they're typically given out. Because a lot of people may not know this. But the coaches, they don't have input on the depth charts, right? They don't put this together. The people that put this together is the PR department. The PR department are typically the ones that put this stuff out. I'm not saying that that's the case for the Panthers because I don't know for sure. But typically the coaches do not have say in what the depth chart looks like. With that said, they put the stuff out for a reason. They don't just put it out and be like, oh, coaches had nothing to do with it. It's put out for a reason. Trust me, the Panthers are very strategic in how they put stuff out. Trust me. We know. Okay? So, with that, this was put out for a reason. What you think, Dave? Marshall, second group. And with that, too, Dave, it was said today that Marshall did have his best day at camp. I was there. I witnessed it. He did have a great day today. Fantastic day. But a lot of those catches came against number 2s. He was going with a lot of his catches came from Andy Dalton. So, I mean, he's supposed to have a good day with those. I mean, I'm not trying to hate. It's just facts.
I mean, if you look at the camp, bro, when you look at who's been playing with the ones, it's been Mingo, it's been Chark, it's been Thielen, it's been those guys. I know you know, and it always and I do agree with Vasta from the standpoint of maybe this coaching staff is going to be about the open person. And that's fine. But based on what I've been seeing so far, there is some credence to who you draft. There's some credence to that.
Absolutely.
And if it's close between Mingo and Marshall, it's going to be Mingo, guys.
And you will see that for sure in the next slide. But goodness gracious. But yeah, no, this does not surprise me. Seeing Mingo over Marshall, like Dave said, they drafted him. They want to see this dude be successful. So I'm not surprised at all.
A couple other fascinating ones. Like you said, it is unofficial. Your boy Deontay Brown is backup right guard.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand why Ricky Lee is the third left tackle. Because I'm pretty sure I can understand it. That's Aggie Pride all day. I can understand. I think Ricky Lee's had a pretty good camp. Nash Jensen's been balling out of his mind from North Dakota State. He's going to make the roster. There's no doubt in my mind he's going to make the roster.
I think that's a little bit difficult to I think that when you can say that, Dave, but when you start to put this roster together and pick the 53, I think that's going to be a tough sell, bro.
How many linemen we taking?
Trust me. We could try. We could do the exercise. I got it laid out in this slide deck. If you want to do it, I guarantee you're gonna be hard pressed to find a slot for Nash Jensen. I guarantee you. I guarantee you won't be able to find a spot for him.
Yeah, because Chandler's the reason why he's at the 2 right now. Because Chandler's going to make the team. Yeah, it's going to be hard.
I'm only saying it because I still haven't narrowed it down to 53. And I just, with all the changes that happened today, I had one done with the prior roster before it got, before we made a couple additions. It's hard, bro. Pause.
I think we're going to have some crucial surprises. And I think those surprises are going to be rule guys, which shouldn't be surprises, but I think there's going to be rule guys that are going to be looking outside the window.
Shout out to Black Ball.
Yeah, shout out to Black Ball Enterprises.
He says, "Man, I'm a huge fan of y'all. I love what y'all do and keeping it real, man. I appreciate it. That's what we do, man. Keeping it a bean, always. So, but yeah, man. So this is the 53, man. Excuse me. This is the unofficial depth chart, quote unquote unofficial. We could go through each position group. Wide
looking
receivers.
At the two tight end set. Fascinating.
Not surprised.
Not surprised.
I wonder with this though, they don't have a fullback listed, so I think that Giovanni Ricci
out of here, bro.
I think that's where you might find that extra spot. Yeah, he might be up out of here.
Oh, but the thing is the extra spot going to go to have the 4th tight end, or is the extra spot going to be to have just 3?
Exactly.
That's the question of the day. So that's where it's going to get interesting fast, right? Because running backs, man, running backs are we going to keep? Keep it 3 or we keep it 4? 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Black Ball Enterprise again, showing his name. He's living true to his name by balling, because he's definitely dropping all the super chats. He says, "What's up with Eric Rowe?" Eric Rowe's been steady. I think he's making decent plays. You haven't seen his name of getting burnt. He's not getting killed out there, so I think he's solid, and you'll see where he ends up on the depth chart in a second. But yeah, he's doing all right. Let's see anything.
Should know that the 6th spot is fascinating.
He had a strong start. I think it's starting to cool down a little bit now.
Well, technically, I shouldn't order it that way. Yeah, because there's 12 slots there, and they're only going to start 11. So, okay. Derek Wright, interesting.
Derek Wright is
Demir
up there.
Bird's
He's having a strong camp. Yeah,
he's
with
having
Demir
a very
Bird.
strong camp.
Yeah, with Demir Bird out, I think that definitely is going to move up Shy, which I think Shy right now. I think Shy is in a battle with Derek Wright right now. Derek Wright is balling. He is. We thought the battle was between Demir Bird and Shy, right? But I think with Bird getting hurt, I would not sleep on Derek Wright sneaking in that last spot. I would not be surprised.
I don't disagree with you one bit, bro.
Would not be surprised.
I don't disagree.
Zavala's third string because he's hurt. He's coming off injury. That's why Zavala's on. Oh, he's just got back like a couple days ago.
Jensen has taken advantage of the opportunity, but it's gonna be uphill battle for him too.
Yeah, it's gonna be uphill battle, bro. All right, so that's the offense. Any final thoughts on the offense?
Nope, nothing shocking.
All right, defensive side of football. Okay, here we go. So I like this lineup. Derek Brown, Marquand McCall. I told y'all he was up. Marquand McCall having a very strong camp, starting nose tackle, so to speak. Shy Tuttle, defensive end. I like, bro, that's gonna cost nice. Bro, when I saw that, I was like, yo, these 3 dudes are gonna cause mass destruction, B.
Because the thing is,
weapons of mass destruction right there.
McCall is so big. Pause. So
They're
like McCall
they're all big.
No, but like no, you gotta
dude,
my man weighs like 350, 360. My man could have 3 folks on him.
But we about to nickname these dudes Arby's, bro. They got the meats. Pause. Hey, these dudes, man. Hey, Derek Brown, Marquand McCall, Shy Tuttle. I don't want no smoke with that. That's problems, B.
We already know about Brian Burns. Justin Houston already in the starting spot. He just got here. That's hilarious to me. I just want y'all to know that.
The guy have been there immediately.
Immediately.
Yo, he ain't even put on a pad yet. We ain't even seen him in the rotation.
My man walked in. No pads, side autographs, already on the depth chart. Like, boom.
Got in there quick. Frankie Luvu, Shaq Thompson are the interior linebackers. J.C. Horn, Dante Jackson starting cornerbacks. You got Xavier Woods, Von Bell starting safeties, and Jeremy Chin as your starting nickel, it sounds about right. All right, here we go. A-Cash says, Shaw gonna be punching air once CJ starts dropping in the depth chart. Also, ain't no way anyone running up the middle against us.
Not a soul.
Hey, A-Cash, bro. Don't try to get on the train either, bro. I see what you're doing there. You taking a little shot at CJ. Tickets is getting sold out. I sold one ticket today. Sold a ticket today, Dave.
Listen, bro. Let me tell you something. Let's talk about your tickets. Let me tell you. This is how I'm going to describe the CJ Henderson situation for me. So, as somebody who lives in the Providence, Rhode Island area, there are two airports that we can make a decision to fly out of. You can fly out of TF Green, which is actually in Warwick, Rhode Island, or you can fly out of Logan, which is in Boston. So when you talk about getting a ticket, sometimes, TF Green, you can just walk into TF Green, you can walk in there, get your ticket, walk through security, get to your flight immediately. And then you have Logan, where it's Boston, so there's chaos. Takes a long time.
Get to the point, Dave.
Ticket.
Come on, man.
My point is that
killing me.
I'm at Logan, bro. I ain't buying no damn ticket. I'm sitting in this long ass line and I'm waiting for this shit because I don't trust it at all. I ain't getting no. I'm not gonna get.
Hey, Dave, you told that long story, and that was trash. That wasn't even a good comparison.
Well, my point is that I need to see this. I need to see it,
Dave.
I need to see it.
Listen, that was a terrible analogy, Dave. But listen, the CJ Henderson train is rolling. I sold a ticket today. It is what it is. Y'all
flying standby.
Y'all flying, and I'm taking it. It's a train. We don't even offer standby. It's a train.
I don't do trains, bro. I don't do trains.
All right, then.
And he shouldn't either. You know why he shouldn't do trains? Because he'll get left. Like he got left 3 times against Tampa Bay. I'm good. Oh, man. I ain't taking trains.
That was a good one. I give you that, Dave. That was a good joke right there. Some people may not get it, but that was a good one. I'm gonna let you have that one. But
I'm not taking train. Look,
this
listen.
is a new year, bro. This is a new year.
I know it's a new day, new coaching staff, and you know what? Some folks made valid points that maybe a new coaching staff will fix him, and it's very possible. I still want to see it. Okay. That is a lot of beef.
You will. Front 3, 970 pounds, dog. Good luck. Them dudes is going to be moving cats. They're going to be moving dudes.
They ain't no train. That's an Uber, bro.
Man, y'all hating, bro. It's all good. I'm telling y'all right now, my victory lap game is going to be obnoxious. Okay,
bro,
so when it happens, I'm gonna be obnoxious, dog.
Listen,
it's gonna be nasty.
Rashad is good at certain takes. When it comes to some of these players, though,
hey, listen.
I think I'm a champion in the player game. I will say that.
My victory lap game is gonna be crazy. Shout out to the people on the train with me, cause we're gonna be.
I'm still waiting for that Kelvin Benjamin 1,200 yards.
There you go. That was so long ago, bro. Why you gotta bring up old stuff?
I know. I love bringing up old shit. I'm good at that.
All right, let's finish off this depth chart. Let's see. Nothing. Oh, real quick, I got a quick story to tell. Shout out to Taylor Stallworth. I know y'all wondering, like, man, why you giving him a shout out? For the people that was with me today getting autographs, you would know why I'm giving Taylor Stallworth a shout out. So my man Taylor Stallworth was coming by doing autographs. He noticed I had a Shy Tuttle jersey. He said, "Oh, that's Shy Tuttle." I said, "Yo, I've been trying to get Shy Tuttle for a long time. I still ain't had a chance to get him. He said, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it because Shy Tuttle was over there doing an interview. So he was off in the interview section. Taylor Starworth takes my jersey, runs down to Shy Tuttle, where Shy Tuttle's sitting down doing his interview, gets it signed, and then brings it back to me. Hella cool dude. Super dope. Shout out to Taylor Starworth. Listen.
Dope.
And Dave, you know what you like about him?
What?
You know what you would like about him? Take a wild guess.
He's a gamer?
No, yes, he is. Yes, Dave. I was going yes. He's a cock too, Dave.
Oh,
you like the Gamecocks.
Oh, here you go. All right. Come
on, man. Don't say it.
He
say
played
it
for
one
South
time
Carolina. Oh no!
Say it
I
one
did
time
it.
for
Look,
the people.
listen. Preston Paul already got it on camera doing PNP and Friends. That's the best y'all gonna get. So whenever the footage gets released, y'all will get it there. Cause I'm pretty sure I said it at least once and I was mic'd up. I was called the Feds during PNP and Friends. I was mic'd up the entire time. So I'm pretty sure y'all got it in that aspect. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, profess your love, dog. Go ahead and do it, man.
I'm good, man.
Go ahead, Dave. Man, you bugging. You're bugging. Shout out to A Cash. He says, I see the CJ train at the station. It's old, rusty, and about to fall apart. And we're gonna need casualty report when you guys when it derails. Hey,
you know where that train.
If it goes off the rails, then so be it.
That train is sitting next to the boat that didn't want to move in Montgomery, Alabama. That's where that train's sitting.
Hey, listen. If it goes off the rails, then I'm rolling, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, so shout out to Miss Rand, man. Shout out to Miss Rand. She came through the PNP Live too, man. We appreciate you. Appreciate the super chat. She says, see y'all tomorrow at the joint practice. Steve Smith mentioned Regjon Wright being a nice addition to the defense on cut to it. How has he looked so far in camp? Well, unfortunately, Regjon has been injured a lot. I think he's healthy now, but he's missed like a good week of practice. So we haven't had a really, really good look. I think he's only participated in like 2 or 3 practices. So that's why you see him way at the back end of the depth chart because he hasn't seen a lot of practice time.
Since you brought up cut to it, you know another guy that Steve Smith was raving about on that episode too?
Who's that?
Bumper Pool. He felt like Bumper Pool just kept falling into great plays the days that he was at camp. So I was kind of fascinated that when I looked at this depth chart this year, how far down he was. I thought it would have been at least one slot higher, at least on the third team. But it'll be interesting to see. I think I'm still on the Bumper Pool train of making the team, but I know it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. And shout out to Miss Rand. That's our soror. So shout out to Miss Rand.
That's the soror, yeah, man. Shout out to all the Zetas in the. You see him? I got my T right. Shout out to all the Zetas in the building. We appreciate y'all, man. All right. Oh no, I saw something that was funny. He said, Landon said, "Shy gonna be swimming like that guy when the train crashed." You damn right, I'm gonna be swimming. You damn right,
you got it ready, man. You got that. C Murder
Junior out here, bro. I'm gonna be outside.
C
Facts.
Murder.
Running my man CJ rescue, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. If that brother doesn't get a full ride at Howard Swimming, we got to have a discussion. My man should get a full ride at Howard Swimming. He had the technique down. The fact that man swam, got out, and went up there to go get Buck. What? That alone should give him a full ride.
All right, let's get back to the depth chart. We got to finish up this depth chart. All right. Thursday. So this is good. Before we get to that, Sean asked me what time do we need to get to the gates on Thursday morning, bro? As early as possible. Even if you're not trying to get autographs, just to get a good seat, you want to get out there early because it's going to be packed. Even tomorrow, I plan on getting there earlier than normal. It's gonna be packed out there, bro. It's gonna be bananas. And then you got Jets fans coming in trying to get autographs too. So that autograph line is gonna be crazy. They're gonna be trying to get their players. I'm gonna be yelling at their players saying, "Move the hell on." So it is what it is, man.
Yeah,
it is
Aaron
what
Rodgers
it is.
out there, bro.
Aaron Rodgers, it's gonna be a madhouse, bro. It's gonna be a madhouse out there. Madhouse, dog. All right, so let's get to this.
And shout out to Aaron because he took a picture of that line, bruh. It's been kind of crowded out in training camp the past couple of days.
That's because it was the weekend. On the weekends, it's crowded like that. Today, the
Wasn't that
line was
bad
not
when I
long.
went.
To it's not that bad. It wasn't that bad today either. It wasn't packed at all. But tomorrow though, because the Jets are here, and there's some Jets fans, and it's gonna be packed. People, even Panthers fans, some Panther fans are gonna want to lay their eyes on Aaron Rodgers. It's gonna be a lot of people out there, bro. It's gonna be a lot of people. I wouldn't say 6. I would say get in line by no later than 7:30, bro. No later than 7:30. And then
Are we going?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You got it.
No, I was gonna say it'd be best if you don't have any bags. If you don't have any bags, you could just scoot through the express line, because they did have that available again today. Go through the express line, you won't have to worry about it. But if you bring in bags and stuff like that and jerseys and all that stuff to get signed, then yeah, it's gonna take some time. So the less you can bring in, the better you'll be. All right, go ahead,
I don't
Dave.
know how many fights we're gonna have. I'll put the fight count at 3.
Yeah, it's gonna get chippy. Let's hold the thoughts on the camp real quick. We'll give our thoughts on it and what we expect. Let's get through this real quick and then we'll get there. One thing I noticed, again, my eyes immediately went to Brandon Smith and Amari Barno at the back end of this. Bro, you're behind. Bro, Brandon Smith is behind Ace Ely. Amari Barno being behind Kobe Jones is not as surprising because Kobe's been balling. Kobe has earned that spot. Kobe has beat out Amari. Ace Ely beating out Brandon Smith. I don't know about that. Grugier Hill definitely has beat out Brandon Smith, but I don't know about Ace Ely, bro. I can't second that one. But those two dudes, surprising.
I haven't seen nothing out of Barno. That makes me think he could potentially make this team, bro.
Bro,
nobody wants to have this. Nobody wants to have this discussion.
They don't. That's a tough.
They don't want to have this discussion. I have not seen anything that can convince me that Barno is gonna make this team.
They don't want you to
nobody
pod,
wants to.
I'm with you. I'm with you, bro.
Look, listen. It is rare that Matt Corral got reps. All right, let me be clear when I'm gonna repeat this. I tweeted this too. It was rare that Matt Corral got reps, but one of the times that Matt Corral did get reps, I saw Ricky Lee's stuff, Amari Barno, and who was the other guy he stuff? Back-to-back plays. It was Barno and somebody else. But the Barno one was bad. It was bad. And considering that he's an undrafted free agent at left tackle playing third string, you would think that Barno's been in the league for this is the second year. You would think that this shouldn't be a hard task. So, and remember, man, this coach Steph did not draft him. Goes back to what I keep telling you guys.
No, they didn't, sir. No, they didn't. They did not. Brandon Smith and Amari Barno. And when we picked those guys, we knew that they were project guys. And the fact that we went out and signed a guy at each one of their positions, we signed Justin Houston, right? And then we went out and signed Deion Jones, both of their respective positions, right? That's not a good sign, bro. That's not a good sign for them. In the long term, I really would like to see Amari specific. I mean, I like Brandon Smith too, but Amari I think he has the tools, bro. I think he does have some special teams value as well, because I did see him out there playing like gunner and stuff this practice. So he does have some special teams value, but geez, man, this is not, again, we don't want to overreact too much. This is unofficial, but I think it kind of matches, especially in the case of Amari Barno, with reality. That's how I would rank those outside linebackers.
I remember
Kobe
the other
Jones.
guy that.
Go ahead.
I remember the other guy. The other guy was DJ Johnson, but DJ Johnson's a rookie, so he gets grace.
No, DJ Johnson DJ Johnson had a good day today, and I'll repeat this. I'll put it on Twitter, and a lot of people don't follow us on Twitter or X or whatever hell we calling it. Twitter, also known as X, or X, formerly known as Twitter. DJ Johnson had a nice rep today. Kobe Jones I think it was a rep against Corral. Kobe Jones jumped off sides on the play. We had refs out there today. So the refs threw the flag. The play was blown dead. Kobe Jones, because he jumped off sides, he immediately ran to the place where the other guys are standing watching because he knew he had messed up. So he ran to the crowd or whatever. Then Shaq Thompson yells, "Hey, get DJ in there." So then DJ, he runs in there to go take the rep, right? So that when they reset the play, DJ Johnson lines up, and then that next play after that, the false start, DJ Johnson gets a would-be sack. So DJ Johnson is developing. DJ Johnson, again, because he was drafted by this staff, is going to earn a little bit more leeway than guys like Brandon Smith and Amari Barno. They were drafted for roles in different situations. Those roles and schemes may not fit. Same thing that Yetur Gross-Matos is looking at right now. They just may not fit. And so shout out to DJ Johnson. I think he had a good day today. He's taking baby steps. But what was you saying, Dave? My bad, I cut you off.
Yeah, when I was talking about DJ Johnson, it was with Ricky Lee. The back-to-back was DJ Johnson and then Amari Barno. He stuffed them both. It was pretty good how he back-to-back. But I'm giving DJ Johnson grace because he's a rookie. He's still learning. So, like, he gets grace. I think a lot of folks got to realize that DJ's going to get grace because he's a rookie. They drafted him. Barno's not going to get that same type of grace. Smith is not going to get that same type of grace. So, you got to take those things into account. So, it's going to be interesting to see when it comes down to the final 53 who's going to make it. So, when you see somebody like a Bumper Pool, he's going to probably get a little bit more grace than Smith and Barno's going to get.
Right.
Like, that's the reality of it because they signed him. They found him. They said, oh, we want him. They inherited the other two. There's a difference in that.
Yeah. I agree. All right, let's move on to special teams because that's important. Dave always preaches it. Here we go. Specialist, Raheem Blackshear, who is dominating. And this is what I see at practice. This matches what I see. Raheem Blackshear, kick and punt returns. Laviska Shenault behind him. Damiere Byrd was there, and now Shi Smith will presumably move up in especially punt returns where Damiere Byrd was. The fact that Shi Smith isn't number one on that list is concerning for him, or it should be anyway.
Bruh.
Yeah, Blackshear's having a day. Blackshear is having a good camp. I'm not going to lie to y'all.
No question.
Blackshear's having a good camp. He's having a really good camp.
No question.
That's funny. Raheem Blackshear. He is having a good
him.
Camp.
He's balling, bruh. That is him. He is him. He's balling. There's no question about that. And that's what I saw too when I was down there. So, oh, man. And the other thing you got to be concerned is the fact that Chenault's the backup for the kick returner. Like,
yeah.
Things like this tells me that Derek Wright could slip and take this spot for Shi. Because if Shi can't answer here, and if it's real close with Wright,
yeah.
And then and Rashad, what does it go back to?
Special teams.
More than that.
Oh, who drafted? The coaching staff didn't draft.
Who drafted?
My bad.
And who picked who up?
I fumbled the ball, Dave. My bad. I fumbled
it's okay. I'm here to try to give you trends, and you're not taking it, Rashad.
Yeah, my bad. My bad. I fumbled it. I fumbled that one.
I'm trying to help you here.
My bad.
You're not taking these things.
My fault. Pause, Dave.
Pause. But you're not taking this stuff.
All right. Any other thoughts on the specialists?
It don't matter if it's a Gamecock or not. It don't matter. Nah, but the bottom line is I was kind of shocked to see Blackshear getting both of these. I knew he had one of them. I didn't think they were going to get both. But I think maybe if they knew about the Bird injury before the depth chart went out, probably makes sense why Blackshear would go above that one. But
yeah. All right, let's move on to our final thoughts. And this will be the last topic, unless y'all want to do the whole depth chart thing. I'm a little tired, I'm going to be honest with y'all, but we'll power through it. But Dave, we got joint practice tomorrow and Thursday. I'll be out there, and I want to get your thoughts. Like, we're gearing up. I think this is going to be a true test for us, especially in the trenches. They have a really good defensive line, and I have some concerns. And I saw somebody in the chat post. I'm not sure how true it is. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, or if it's incorrect or not true. But hey, they said they ready to come rough Bryce up a little bit. Yeah, I mean they ready to put some paws on Bryce. The Jets are. And the way our offensive line, and maybe it's just because our defensive line is so good. You saw the 970 pounds of meat, pause, that they have to go up against every practice. Maybe our defensive line is just that good. But the Jets, man, it's gonna be problematic, bro. Our offensive line, that is the most nervous I am for tomorrow. That's what I'm most nervous for. Is our offensive line versus their defensive line. What say you, Dave? What you worried about?
What am I nervous about? The trenches. And I'm fascinated by is to see how the wide receivers, particularly the one, goes up against Sauce Gardner. I want to know, because we've been talking about how we ain't got no one. We might not have a one. I want to know how our wide receivers handle Sauce. Like I do. Like, because we've had all this talk about the position. So I'm curious to know. And I have the fight over under at 3.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be some scuffles. I remember the Ravens joint practices. Man, those joints was, you know how the Ravens are, bro. It was getting chippy out there. But yeah, man, I definitely think it's going to be some scuffles. And yeah, so it should be interesting. But that defensive line, it's not just Sauce too, Dave. They got DJ Reed too, who was nice. It's gonna be tough for our wide receivers and Bryce. He's gonna have a tough camp. Quentin Williams, Carl Lawson, man, it's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna be tough for our offensive line, man. That's what I'm most nervous about. Our defense, I think it's gonna be interesting. I think we'll be able to hang with them offensively or defensively, excuse me. But offensive wise, I'm nervous because our offense has been struggling. Today they had a better day, but today it was no pads. So when the pads come on and the physicality amps up a little bit, that's when our offense starts to take a step back. And then tomorrow, it's gonna be all physical, bro. So I got some concerns. I have some real concerns, bro.
I'm looking forward to seeing it though. Like I'm off tomorrow because I got a bunch of appointments, but in between I'm gonna try to see if there's any pictures, any type of if they're gonna do something.
I hope that they would have said it, man. They would have said it if they were, but I really would have wished they would have live streamed some of it, at least like the 1-on-1s or something. That would have been good to see.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise I follow everybody, so I'm pretty sure between you, Vashti, Sheena, Unnecessary Bloodness, everybody that I know that's going to be out there, I'll get the details that I need to see what's going on out there. So, but because it's going to be Bryce and Rodgers, you're going to get national media out there.
Oh yeah, Hard Knocks is
going to be out there. So I could wait till his HBO, or should I say Max, because that's what it is now. But I can wait until that. But I want to see. I'm curious to see what it's going to be out there. But you're right, Hard Knocks is going to be out there for that. So that'll be some riveting television. So if there is going to be some fights, I'll get an inkling of it.
Yeah, and if you are in the area, man, if you come through, you might find yourself on Hard Knocks, man. You might find yourself on Hard Knocks. You never know. But yeah, that's my biggest concern tomorrow. Our offensive line versus their defensive line. I agree with Dave's assessment that Sauce, seeing if one of our quote unquote, because they say we don't have a one, Dave. They say we ain't got one, but whoever lines up against Sauce, can he beat him? Because Sauce is tough. I mean, some have him as the best cornerback in the league. I mean, so, and I remember I was high on Sauce. He was my number one ranked corner coming out. So, yeah.
So for me,
he's like that.
Yeah, trench play. Garrett Wilson is not going to be available, so we're not going to really get an idea of our corners. But if our corners start getting burnt by the other wide receivers, then we're going to have a different discussion. But I'm also going to be curious to see how our defensive line is handled, how our defensive line plays against their offensive line as well. if they can get to Rodgers, get on Rodgers' nerves, that would be something great to see. So the trenches is definitely going to be cute, going to be key with regards to that. But I'm looking forward to see how these next 2 days are going to go. It'll be great to I know you're going to be out there those 2 days, so it'll be great to hear the commentary about how things went.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Good matchups, both sides of the foot. I think this is a really good measuring stick to kind of see where we are, because we're all hyped. You know, with the excitement for the Carolina Panthers and this year is through the roof. And I think this. I don't think the Jets are an unbeatable team. Like I think they're a solid measuring stick for us to kind of see where we are and see whether we're gonna be able to line up with them, or if it's just like, nah, we not ready yet. So we're gonna see, because they're a good team. I think they're gonna be a solid team next year, or next season, or this coming season. And I just got to see how we stack up. But I think we're gonna hang tight. It's gonna be interesting. The game is on Saturday, 4 o'clock, so that should be fun to watch. I do plan to live stream it. Dave, you say you won't be able to do it.
If it's kickoffs at 4, my daughter's tour probably doesn't end until probably 2 o'clock. So I'll probably still be on the road. So I probably can catch the second half maybe, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I doubt I'll be there. I'm hoping to hear the game on the drive back, because I gotta go to Vermont. My daughter wants to check out the school. I'm like, why you want to go to a school that I know you ain't going to? She says she doesn't want to go to a school in cold climate, and she's gonna go to a state that's colder than Rhode Island. So
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
See.
But so are they gonna stream this practice, or can we at least listen to the audio? I doubt it. They would have put it out there, and I have not seen it. I can check again on Twitter, but I have not seen them promoting that they will be live streaming it.
I mean, I know folks saying the Jets don't scare him. The Jets had a really good defense, man. Coach Saleh's a good coach. Let's not kid ourselves. But it's going to be a phenomenal measurement. Yeah, this is probably the move. Like, I'll probably have NFL Network on my phone in between my appointments tomorrow, because you know they're going to be showing it.
Yeah, they're going to be out there. They're going
to be showing it. I'll just take my chance, because they're gonna try to live look at Aaron Rodgers as much as they can. So, but yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting. I will say that. But let's see here. I'm looking at the chat here.
Yeah.
Did I buy a lotto ticket? No, I didn't buy no lotto ticket.
Yep. Dave Camp Confidential is back. We should be making an appearance on Camp Confidential.
We should be. We'll see.
We were told we might be on there. We'll see.
We might be on there.
We'll see. We weren't on the trailer. I was looking.
Oh, you were looking that hard, huh?
I was. I didn't see us, Dave. But we might be making an appearance on Camp Confidential. We'll see.
We'll see.
So when it does drop, make sure y'all check that out.
We know Cat Daddy definitely gonna be on there, because Cat Daddy was everywhere, bro.
Cat Daddy was lit. Yeah, Cat Daddy. That first couple of days he was outside. But yeah, man. Make sure y'all tune in to Camp Confidential, man. Dave, do you want to run through this? Let me see something real quick before I get out of here, because my wife isn't back yet. I'm gonna need to get out of here. Make sure my kid's good.
Yeah, I will. I shout out to our lads and the Draft Sharks, because I'm doing the Dynasty League with those guys. I know I've been behind on the fantasy content. Don't worry, we about to be fast and furious, bro, guys. It's gonna be fast and furious. I'm in this league right now. I'm in a slow draft. Like, I have a draft board to the left of me. Because my pick might be coming up soon. It's a slow draft, so it's a pick every 8 hours. But I'm like 3 or 4 picks away, and it's been going faster than 8 hours a pick. And yeah, it's been interesting so far. My board is kind of set. I'm waiting to see if I got a shot to get somebody that I want. But it's been pretty fun. But a lot of these guys are pretty good draft experts. My goal is to not embarrass myself, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to do a show to talk about that league, and I'm also going to do a show to give you guys some helpful fantasy. I'm hoping to start next week, once I get back from Vermont, and start getting some content out for the Patreon and for everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Keith Vaughn says over 400 people watching, only 232 likes. Yeah, let's run these likes up, man. We need at least 350. 350 likes. Noli says, when is the next PNP Confidential? We do owe y'all one.
We got to do
We
one
do
soon,
owe y'all
bro.
one. For
We need
sure.
to talk about the live. We definitely need to talk about the live show. We need to do one soon. We need to set a
Yeah,
date.
yeah. We need to
Let's
do
set
that.
a date, yo.
We need to do that.
Do that during the
I'll
week.
let you. I'll let you set it up, Dave.
Okay.
But yeah, man. Yeah. So with that said, I gotta get out of here. I gotta make sure my kids is good. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, get in the comments, stay on the prowl, do something positive. I mean, keep that positive energy going. Keep the negativity out your life, man. Do good things always. All right. With that said, Dave. Oh, real quick, Dave, where'd you get the show the people your shirt, man? Where'd you get that shirt from?
Yeah, I got this shirt from 704 Shop. So shout out to 704 Shop because Charlotte is a soccer city. This is a new shirt that was released while I was down in training camp. Like this, they release new shirts occasionally, and they got some new gear that's coming out soon. I think Rashad gave you guys a quick sample of it during the live show last week, but check out 704 Shop. It's Charlotte. They're very centric in this with Charlotte gear in general. When it comes to that crown, they're the only ones that can have it on their gear. They have phenomenal products, and this shirt is comfortable, bruh. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Quality, great quality stuff. And they didn't pay us to do that, by the way. They just good people, and we like to support their product. That's not an ad. Like they're not giving us money to run the ad or nothing like that. So just shout out to them, man. Really good people. Shout out to Scott and the entire.
Somebody got these jokes about these jersey dresses. Don't worry, man. I got it from a good product.
Oh yeah, what size is that joint, Dave? Is that a damn?
It's a 2X. It's not a dress. It's not a dress. Okay, it's not a dress, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a dress. Because I know you guys got your little jokes.
Somebody asked if you threw that joint in the trash. Did you donate the shirt, bro?
No, but I will say I am going to be donating some clothes very, very soon.
Yeah, please donate that dress, bro. We don't need to see.
It's not a dress. It's a t-shirt. It's a t-shirt that actually used to fit me well.
We don't need to see.
Back in when in PNP in like 2019, 2018, I've worn that shirt and it wasn't a dress. It fit well. I will say. Now this is absolutely a 2X shirt. Don't be out here trying to hate, guys. Y'all be trying to hate. But check out 704 Shop. They really got some dope gear. And like the shirt that I wore during the live stream, the live show last week was another product from 704 Shop. So shout out to them.
Shout out to them, man. We up out of here, man. Like, subscribe, notification bell. Stay on the prowl. We out.
Peace, guys.
Peace.